Srimanto, adjustment and adaptability. Adjustment and adaptability, Toastmaster Srimanto.
A measure of intelligence is the ability to change, said by Albert Einstein. Good evening, fellow Toastmaster and dear guest.
Good evening.
How many of you in this room changed your last time plan and adjust with your that completely new plan? It happens with me every time when we travel as a family. Normally, I as a person, as a driver, prefer to start the journey at the early in the morning because normally I used to have a meeting from 9 a.m. my client call. So I told my wife in one of my travel that tomorrow I have to start my travel from 6 a.m. She told okay, no problem. And then we should reach there by 8:45. So my call will be, I can take my call from 9 in my relative's home. Tomorrow, when the original time is came, then I left Kolkata at 8:45. The time when I expected to reach the destination. So all the plans were changed. Total entire driving, I have to take the call. Each and every my co-passengers were bored and they have to adjust themselves. Same things happened with me again during the travel. Normally, I love to take the luggage bag maximum 4 to 5. That baggage which can fit in my dicky. So the co-passenger with me travel that can safely sit beside me. Again the same things. Not the same time, not each and every time I saw at least 10 bag. 5 bag in the dicky and the 5 bag in the lap of my co-passenger, which is very irritating as a driver when you seat the others. But I have to adjust the current situation. So my friend, adjustment is the normal thing. Sometimes it is by choice, sometimes life is not given you the choice. When I was a kid, I remember I used to travel to my maternal home. That time, it was a 2-hour journey by public transport. So my parents used to bought a ticket only 2. And that time, I used to travel in their lap. And that time I realized that adjustment is very normal thing. From that day, I realized the same thing. Even years later, when I went to the boarding school, then the adjustment started in the form of when I used to talk with the monk. Adjustment started when I tried to learn the cleanliness of my own home, how to clean the bed, how to clean the garden. Adjustment started the way how to live without your parents at the age of at the age of 10. So each and every time that adjustment is there. When I was there in the college, the same thing happens. When we discussed with your senior, it is always the respective manners. When we discussed with your friend, then you have to learn how to use the slang, right? When you discussed with your girlfriend, then you have to be very soft. So adjustment is always there. Same thing happens when my first job was there. It was outside of the state. It was in Rajasthan. So the adjustment again started with the new food. Adjustment again started with the uncomfortable customer. Adjustment again started when the new office time, the late office hour. Each and every time the adjustment is started. It is not the strongest or the intelligent species which survive most in this earth, but the species which have the more responsive to change. It is told by Charles Darwin. Even at the age of 42, I have still adjusted with my wife, with my parents, with my kids. Sometimes in the form of using the proper word while I discuss with the kids so that he can learn some good thing. Sometimes negotiate with my partner when discussing our future finance plan. Sometimes discuss with my parents so that they will not hurt anymore as they are aged. So each and every time the adjustment is always there. Adjustment and the adaptability both are like the twin brothers. They both are staying together fit for us for the future aspect. Adaptability is not an imitation. It is the power, it means the power of response and assimilation. It is told by Mahatma Gandhi. Last 9th August 2025, I was in the room in the same dais and I delivered one speech. That day, my daddy was sitting outside in this room. He was waiting for some doctor's appointment. Today, after 2 months, I am again delivering using the same dais, but my daddy is no more. My friends, life is so much unpredictable. You don't know that what will happen tomorrow. Change is the only thing which is the constant. And to accept the changes, adjustment and adaptability, only thing you have to embrace and grow faster in your life. Thank you.